Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd and welcome to Nuclear Blast Wednesday. Yes, there's a Nuclear Blast logo right next to a nuclear blast. Potato mushroom cloud. I know. Anyway, let's get to it. This is going to be my first time ever reacting to a little band that's just been around for a little bit called Testament. Check us out on oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts. The Patreon link for those who want to support the channel. We appreciate all of you. Check us out on twitch.tv/oldschoolnerd, where we do live streams almost every night doing all the stuff that we can't do here, which is more than you'd think. Anyway, Testament. All right, so back in 1983, there was a band. Actually, it was 82, but back in 1982, 83, there was a little band that came out of the San Francisco Bay Area called, I forgot their name. Man, it's a little band. Metallica, that's right. Well, across the bay from San Francisco is a city called Oakland, where the Raiders used to play before they moved to Vegas. And it was dark, rough, and tumble town as much as you can get, so much so that it was on Sons of Anarchy. That has nothing to do with this video, but there is a little city north of Oakland called Berkley. Berkeley, California is normally known for hippies and free speech and college kids, and a band called Testament, which in 1983 they formed under a different name. But anyway, these guys have been doing it now for, oh my God, next year will be 40 years. Whoa. Anyway, so this is the new one called World War III. I mean, if you're a little, a little college band from Berkeley, California, wouldn't you make a song called World War III? All right. Oh, quick news for those who don't know. Testament is going on tour, like right now. And while they're on tour, their regular drummer is out, not for medical reasons, luckily. He actually is playing with a little band called The Misfits. Okay. So they need a backup drummer, a tour drummer, someone who could just, get in there and be that machine for this metal god level band. And they picked Chris Davos. Yeah, from Seven Spires. Yes. The inner cable guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That guy. Yeah, but he is a machine behind the kit, and they're like, "You're our guy." And he's like, "I'm your guy." So between, I don't know, I think they have a show tomorrow in St. Louis, Missouri, and then a show in Nashville on the 16th. So for the next 2 days, Chris is going to be playing with Testament, and I know he's pumped. So if you're in St. Louis, Missouri, or you're in Nashville, catch these two shows. And then, of course, Testament will be back to their regular lineup, and they're going to be bringing this to a town near you. All right, I'm going to get my beard out of the way. Right over here. Still here, by the way. All right, guys, ready? No, you're not. Oh, by the way, the band is born in 1983. I was 9. And by the way, I've never heard a single song by Testament. I don't know. I mean, there were a lot of bands I heard, and there may have been 1 or 2 songs from Testament that I've heard, like in my cousin's car as my ears bled in the 80s, but I can't recall any of them. So this will be my first time really paying attention to something that is specifically Testament. Hey, better late than never, right? All right, here we go. Let's just move this nuclear blast out of the way and leave that nuclear blast up there in the corner. Let's do this. I'm sorry. Oh man, you just, back in 1983, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, and into 89, the biggest threat we faced as Americans in the United States was the threat of nuclear war. And it was constantly, and I mean constantly in metal lyrics, right? I mean, literally, Megadeth made an entire decade of albums based upon nuclear destruction. It's just, and they weren't the only ones. I mean, war and nuclear holocaust, and it was everywhere. And it's 2022. Testament's like, hey man, still works. They're like, okay, guitarist, check. Other guitarist, check. You guys ready to do some serious thrashing power chords? Cool. Hey, bass player, I need you to slap the crap out of the bass. Why? Because we're not waiting for you. And drummer, he's just back there with his sunglasses. I'm just gonna roll the shit out of this the whole time. Lead singer, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna sing about nuclear bombs, bro. It's what we do. You mean like Andre 3000? You know, maybe some big boy, you know, bombs over Baghdad? No, man, no, like real nuclear bombs. Cool. God, the 80s were cool. God, I can't believe I missed all this. What was I doing in 83? I was 9, and I was 9 and my mom didn't let me listen to metal music. If I had played Testament when I was 9, oh, the drums would be the only thing being hit hard. Sheltered childhood. Let's go. This is such a carefree, loving song. Drums, nuclear war dropping on the masses. It's World War III. Everyone is gonna die. I mean, okay, let me be serious. I know I make a lot of jokes, and it's all in love and fun and respect for the band, okay? But let me be honest with you when I tell you that I love progressive metalcore. I love modern metalcore. I love a lot of the fusion hybrids within metal right now, like Ginger, and you know, you've got, you know, bands like Amareth that are taking, you know, pop dance sounds, interjecting it into still the metal sound, and there's a little bit of everything in metal. But in my heart of hearts, way down deep inside, when I hear just traditional thrash metal, whether it be Slayer or in this case Testament, where it is rapid fire thrash guitar chords with a bass run that is just like, I'm going to walk up this scale and I'm going to walk this shit down like I own it. And at the same time, the drummer's just like, yeah, I can play fast. I've been playing fast since 1983. And you don't need harsh vocals. Harsh vocals are cool, okay? And like Lorna Shore and a lot of other bands, harsh vocals are now sometimes screech vocals and melodic tones and super, you think they're killing a pig. But back in the day, we didn't have all that. Back in the day, you just had a dude who just didn't give a crap. He had a big gravelly voice, and every word he said, you're like, there was a reason why your mom used to get mad at you for listening to devil music when you were a kid, because they didn't have harsh vocals. So when lead singers like this would sing about nuclear war and bombs and the devil, your mom could hear all the words. She understood them. See, now she doesn't know, so you can get away with it. Now she just goes, is that guy all right? Oh, what is her name? Tatiana? She's a very lovely. Whoa, is she okay? That's what your mom does now. But back here, back in the 80s, when you had bands like Testament like this, when they were first breaking out, and Slayer and all these other bands, the lead singer just had a really gravelly tone, but you understood every word he said, and you were like, oh, yeah, I don't need to read the lyrics. Yeah, we're definitely going to hell. Oh, trip down memory lane for old school. That was really nice. And this is the first time I've heard a Testament song. I feel denied now. Let's finish it out. I just realized I missed out on 39 years of fucking awesomeness. And I'm not joking. Like, okay, we've heard some metal bands that are mature, okay, over 30, 40 years old, and they'll put out music and you're like, oh, you know, it was good for their time. This is good for right now. The arrangement, the phrasing on the guitars is great. And the rhythm section is way beyond 1983. Like, you couldn't, I mean, this is a current rhythm section. Whoever's writing, and I know it's the guys writing, but whoever's producing the album with them is like, listen, you guys are Testament. You guys are Hall of Famers. You guys are metal royalty and God level. You guys have done it all. Let's come into 2022. You're about to hit 40 years as being a band. Let's make it for now. And it is. Two things. You knew he had to be like, there had to be a line in the song between the beginning and then the end where he goes, we're going to be burning in hell. You have to say that. It's required. It's literally required in classic traditional metal that either we're all going to die and we're all going to burn in hell, or it's got to be something like that. And he threw it in there. Good job. Way to check that box. The also thing is, I'm thinking, man, okay, I don't care if it's just for the video or not. but the look of the drummer playing in heavy biker boots, just in giant leather and rubber with chain biker boots. I'm like, oh God, let's see any drummer currently playing metal drums. Like, hey, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I mean, I know you like playing. I know you like playing drums. You know, with your slip socks or those little special light shoes, so you can just flutter and everything else. We need you to take those off, okay? And we need you to go old school. And he's like, what do you mean old school? He's like, we need you to wear these giant leather, heavy-soled biker boots with chains on it, okay? And yeah, and go for it. He'd be like, oh, what? Okay, so this was Testament, man. This was a trip for me. I really enjoyed this. I really did. And for not for the reasons a lot of people think I would enjoy this. I've never reacted to a video from these guys. And the fact that they're going to hit 40 years next year is really cool. And the fact they're on Nuclear Blast Records and the name of the song was World War III and it's a giant mushroom cloud was just chef's kiss, babe. All right, my name is Old School Nerd. Thank you for joining me. Hey, if you hung in for the whole 16 minutes, you win. No, there's no prizes. You guys win. All right, everybody. Hey, love one another, take care of each other, because according to Testament, we're all going to die tomorrow from a nuclear war. I just, it's good stuff.